Hey, make sure you go follow us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, Caneville 305, Footballville Nation. Follow us everywhere, man. Appreciate it. We even on LinkedIn. Do you even have LinkedIn? All right, we back, man. Crib Talk. X, I'm D. Let's get into a little bit McLeod. I asked McLeod a question this week about him playing defensive end. Is it more fun to play defensive end? And he basically said, yeah, he having more fun playing defensive end. He likes the one-on-one battles, going one-on-one with the man and defeating the man. He started talking like it was 300 or something. Like, but we went back and we looked at McLeod film last week, and McLeod he's the same guy. Like, he hasn't changed. His linebacker film, he wasn't tackling anybody behind the field. He wasn't diagnosing plays. He was just blowing people up once at the point.
Yeah, once he get down.
Right. At the point of contact. So I started thinking that, how big is McLeod?
6'2".
6'2", how much he weigh?
Right now he says he's at 250.
250?
Yeah.
And I started thinking that McLeod, for the last 3 years, could he have been out of position? Do you see him at 6'2", that size, catching on to the defensive end position that fast?
I would never envision him being that big. But going back to him being recruited by UM, Al Golden was the coach. We was recruiting him. We was running 3-4 defense.
Okay.
So McLeod would be the 3-4 rush in,
right?
Basically, you know, the linebacker that's going. He just his only objective is to run. Run and go get the quarterback.
Right.
So fast forward to him now, switching from linebacker to defensive end. I could see the move.
Yeah.
Because he's not a thinking player where I gotta think.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like you say, watching his film is okay. He want to just go and hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So him being the defensive end, he's hitting and then going to go get the quarterback. I could see that. I understand it. You know, a lot of fans probably they still going crazy because when they said, "Oh, McLeod doing this," they were like, "Oh man," you know. I can understand.
Right.
Now, the one question I forgot I don't know if that was you asked or somebody asked about. Now you're at defensive end. Now you're in contact every play. Are you going to do that all game? Because now that's the question.
Right.
Actually hitting a tackle or guard all game, and then in the third, fourth quarter, you like, man, I don't want to do
you down, right?
Yeah.
You
know what I'm saying? As a linebacker, you still got a little more free leverage, but I can see him going to that position. Who knows? It might work, it might not. But it's spring. First scrimmage was yesterday. We obviously didn't get any major stats from the defense.
Only a few.
Yeah, I think Chase Smith got an interception.
Vontae Williams got an interception.
Vontae Williams got an interception. He said Huff and Flag did good.
Right.
My boy Huff, Huff, I'm rooting for you.
Wait, let's talk about that. So Chase Smith gets an interception. Vontae Williams, they've been talking about all week long, flying around the field. Had Hayes here last week. Hayes says Chase Smith video stuck out to him. Vontae is what, striker? Safety.
No, Vontae is
Chase
safety.
Smith
Chase Smith is striker, yeah.
What do you envision? It's a cluster deep. This is what's going on with the DBs. Like, what do you envision, X, is going to happen with these strikers and these safeties? What could be the plan? Because I know when they recruit, it's not like they recruiting with their eyes blind. There's a plan. You got numbers. You want to get as many numbers in. What do you envision is going on with the defense that eventually all these safeties are going to be on the field, or what do you think is happening?
I think for one, they saying we need to get people who want to tackle them.
Right.
So if you're having 4 to 5 DBs on there, okay, we're going to have an outside corner on the right. We're going to have an outside corner on the left.
Right.
We maybe could bring in a slot corner, but why? We could bring in a safety who could cover and who could tackle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Cornerbacks can't tackle.
I mean, I don't.
They're not tacklers.
They're not special. They don't specialize in tackling. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and Nick Saban said this the other day. He said, man, well, I don't know if he said this the other day, but he spoke about the way the college offense has changed.
Yeah.
So,
right.
as fans, we got to get out of this. Oh man, our defense is supposed to be this and that. We only supposed to give up 200 yards a game. That's done.
It's done.
It's over with because now you have colleges going to run 90 to 100 plays a game.
People put up points on Bama.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
but what has changed? So break it down a little bit. What has changed though? We'll talk to him a little bit so we can get an understanding of what the defense has to convert to.
A team is running, an offensive team is running on the average 80 plays a game.
Right.
That's a lot of plays. You know what I'm saying? So if your defense is on the field for 80 plays, they're getting tired.
Right.
That means the offense is making a lot of plays. They get a lot of first downs. So tackles are being made past 10 yards.
Gotcha.
That's where you get in a case where Bubba might need the team in tackles.
Right.
Because they're on the field a lot. So if they constantly getting first downs made on them, you know what I'm saying? The safety's gonna make tackles.
Right.
Now you got some teams running 90 plays and they running it so fast. So defense ain't got time to slow down and sub in and out.
Right.
Man, if you got them players on the field, man, as soon as they get tackled, the offense back on the ball.
You gotta kind of be interchangeable.
Looking on the sideline like what we supposed to do, but the offense ready to go.
Yeah, because you can't get caught with 3 linebackers on the field.
Yeah,
and you rather get caught with.
You rather get caught with 5 DBs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? 5, 6 DBs who thinking a lot in coverage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Linebackers, a linebacker first instinct is once that ball is hyped, they looking in the backfield to that quarterback and the running back.
Right.
So their first step is gonna be attack, but they not thinking, let me get back in, you know what I'm saying, play action. Right. The DB saying, let me get back in coverage.
Right.
That's the difference between the two positions, and it's just hard because now you got the RPO. So if the running back get the ball, the DB thinking, let me get in coverage. Oh, I'm late, I gotta go.
Right.
But then the linebacker saying, let me go. Dang, he pulled it threw the ball right behind me to tight end.
Right.
So it's a whole bunch that's going on. So
you talking about the defense before we start rolling the camera. You said Miami will eventually be in what? A 4-1-6, man. 4-1-6. 4-1-6. With a flag on the field?
Yeah, 3-1-7. So I don't know, man. Something, man. Because it's like we got so many safeties, and it's like it's gonna be hard to keep them all off the field.
Right. It's not the fact that we got safeties. We got safeties, and those are the ones who step up.
Yeah. So it's gonna be hard.
You got linebackers taking steps back, and you got safeties taking steps up.
So eventually, we might have to figure something out. Who gonna get on the field when you got Chase Smith coming in as striker? You still got Gilbert and Keontra Smith there. So now Chase Smith come. You got Bubba, Carter, Hall, but now Tay Williams come. Right. You got Cam. It's like, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? Because the linebacker position is our weakest spot. So if it's the weakest spot, you saying, do we eliminate one of them? You say, well, we just gonna put one on the field.
A while ago, I used to always say that, is it possible the linebacker position can be X'd out of football? And it's because, look at Miami's offense, look at Lashley's offense. Who the linebacker guard? You know what I'm saying? So I always think that, man, our linebackers, I always thought that, will linebackers be phased out of football, or maybe you have one on the field? Because all you do is get bigger DBs, and maybe...
You're going to have to have one. I mean, the thing is, if you don't got, linebackers, like I said, linebackers are bigger, faster, athletic D linemen. You know what I'm saying? So if you constantly, if a team saying we're going to run this RPO, we're going to run the ball, you got safeties out there, DBs do not want to get in contact with offensive linemen.
Offensive linemen, they're going to knock them out of the way.
Yeah, so you're going to need linebackers. Linebackers can take them hits. You know what I'm saying? We seen that when what team that was when the offensive
North
lineman
Carolina?
pulled it.
Virginia Tech and North
And
Carolina.
he
Knocked over
bamboozled
Bubba
Bubba Bolden. Like, you know, that's dang, that's Bubba Bolden. But yeah, like what you expect? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an offensive lineman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you got that, or then you got Denzel Perryman NFL, the lineman pulling, and Denzel Perryman come and blow the lineman up. You know what I'm saying? That's, you got two different positions. So linebacker is definitely going to be needed. But what teams are doing is saying, okay, we're gonna get an athletic DB turned into a linebacker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's where the striker position, the star position comes in. With Gilbert, Keontra, Chase, they all safeties.
Right.
But then they can come in and be.
They got to be physical.
Yeah, physical.
They have to be safeties that are physical. Member of the week, man, Felipe Ciberon, man. We appreciate you. Been a member for 7 months. Name should pop up down there somewhere, man. Do some cool graphic and stuff. But for members, man, the community section is where you go find all your exclusive stuff at. And if you want to join, become a member, it's in the description down there. It says join. Also, you can subscribe down there. And once you subscribe, you got to turn on your YouTube notifications. You just won't get an alert. I know it's a lot, man. But then you want these videos first, right? Felipe Ciberon, member of the week. So yesterday, only 2 quarterbacks brought in stats.
Yeah, Garcia and
What the third quarterback?
Like, Peyton, I mean, he played obviously, but they didn't get no stats on him.
No.
They didn't get no stats on him, but the other 2 they gave stats on.
What? Garcia and Van Dyke.
Garcia had like 188. Van Dyke had like 144.
Cam had a picture. He played.
Cam played. Everybody basically played, but they just basically gave stats on them. And then Restrepo had an outstanding day again. Like,
Everybody asking about Rambo. Did Rambo play?
Hey man, Restrepo had outstanding springs last year too. So, who else? Mike Harley did. He did his thing. But then Coach spoke about Huff and Flag, Corey Flag standing out at linebacker, which is a positive because we need linebackers.
Right.
So, and Huff is our most athletic linebacker.
Right. Just have yet to get on the field.
Just yet to get on the field. So, I mean, positive. No first scrimmage. It is what it is. It was no game plan. We just gonna go out there do whatever.
And we didn't have a stat sheet. We just had what Manny said.
Yeah, just what
Everybody questioned about Rambo. See, I had questions about Rambo coming in. I'm like, I think Rambo was just the new girlfriend. Like, he's a new player coming in. We from Oklahoma, yada yada yada. And I'm like, listen, before we stamp Rambo to be taking somebody's position and all that, let's see, you know what I'm saying, what he got,
I mean, Mike Harley spoke about that the other day when he said the talent level is there. It's just his getting used to Miami weather.
Get used to the
the
weather.
It's
Right?
hot. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
he out there every day, and he's like, man, this ain't Oklahoma no more. This is hot down here. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mike Harley seemed to be locked in.
oh yeah, he seemed focused.
He seemed to be locked in. So like
He seems really focused. Like, this is like something different. I ain't
Right.
noticed Mike Harley like this. He seems like he just, even when he spoke about Pope,
when they asked him about Pope, and he said,
Pope, he said, man, well, Pope is the talent that is just mental with him. You know what I'm saying?
But the look on his face,
Yeah.
look on his face, it was almost as if like Baby Pope had a questionable day that didn't practice that day.
I mean,
the look on his face was
yeah.
like it's all mental.
I mean, looking at him now, you can see now he actually taking this as business. Like, yeah, boy, okay, this is my final year, boy. I got to go next year to the NFL. You know what I'm saying? So now he's focused a lot more, which all the players should be like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
And Wiggins is dinged up, right?
Yeah, Wiggins is a little dinged up. But speaking with all the receivers, and then it seemed like they love the younger quarterbacks. Not saying they don't love King. It just seemed like they love him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, King is our guy, but they saying, man, TVD, Jake Garcia. It's like they got so much praise for the younger guys.
Right.
Which is good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, you know, they only speaking about one quarterback. That's a starter. They not saying anything about the younger guys. So, you can see the whole culture just seems like it's changing for the better.
You think so?
I mean, they talking. It's
spoke to Pat Surtain the other day, and Pat Surtain, me and T was out there, and Pat Surtain said, out the blue, I think it's going to be Miami year this year. I said, T, get the camera, start rolling. I said, Coach, what it is you see? And he said he think that the experience, he think the experience on the O-line is going to afford them to have a successful this year. I think they were top 5, top 3% in experience coming back.
Yeah.
But he said that. He said it out the blue. I didn't ask him anything. We didn't ask him. He just said it out the blue.
Yeah, I mean, with the old lineman, you can see it when the coach is speaking about Levon Donaldson. They're basically saying he's almost transformed back into his freshman year.
Right.
And he was, kicking ass all over the field. You know what I'm saying? So
what happened to him? He gained a little weight or something?
His thing was he kept gaining weight every year, out of not being in complete shape.
Right.
He's always been a great, excellent run blocker.
Right.
It was always the pass with him. His freshman year, he was great in that, but it's just like he didn't get any better after that. But Donaldson getting in the offensive line, then they moved Skate back to right tackle,
right?
Which is where he say that's where he's been playing his whole life. Insert Rivers, Jalen Rivers, the big offensive lineman from Jacksonville. So I know everybody was worried about the offensive line, but our whole offensive line came back, and they wasn't bad last year. It's just that we wasn't great.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the experience level is good.
So listen, the other day at the press conference, me and you was having a conversation. You were saying you wanted to ask a question.
Yeah. I wanted to get it.
You said you wanted to ask a question. You said, man, I asked a question. Man, he'll never call me, right? What question you wanted to ask? What was the question you wanted to ask?
Man, the question I wanted to ask Manny Diaz is, Manny Diaz, you're the head coach. We don't have a defensive coordinator anymore, but you're calling the defense now. We got 2 new position coaches that's coaching linebackers
Aristide
for the first 2. Aristide and Coach Packy.
Gotcha.
Manny Diaz, are you back specifically working with the linebackers?
That's what you want to ask him.
I wanted to ask him that. And
I think it's Aristide and Packy, right?
Yeah, Aristide and Packy are the linebackers. You got Packy, the inside linebacker coach, Aristide, outside linebacker coach. For the past 2 years, me and you've been asking who's coaching the linebackers.
Yeah, we have.
So we still trying to figure out who's coaching the linebackers.
Right.
And that's just the question I wanted to get to him.
So, do you think he's coaching linebackers? I don't think he is.
I mean, he has to. He has to because if you have Packy and you got Aristide, both first year coaching that position, he has to be there. Yeah, you can't just rely and trust 2 first-year coaches to be coaching a position that never did it before.
We do it all the time, don't we?
Yeah, obviously you see what happens. Like that,
we do it all the time.
I mean, but the Clemson ain't doing it.
It don't work.
Alabama, Ohio State ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? So we can't just say. I mean, but that's the position he coached when he was defensive coordinator. He coached linebacker. So
we're gonna ask him this week.
Yeah, obviously that has to be his focus. I know he trusts DVD and T-Rob in the secondary.
Right.
I know he trusts Coach Epps Simpson on D-line. So I don't know how much he trusts Packy and Aristide. They never coached that before.
Right.
So if you a head coach and that's what you coach, I'm gonna go over there.
Peek your head in every now and then.
Hey, Packy, come on now. I mean, that's just what I would do, but.
So Miami picks up a commit from a quarterback out of Georgia, Ja'Carri Brown. What you think about Ja'Carri
Brown? Good player. I see him being like Cam Newton for
Woo, boy, those some big old shoes.
No, I mean, but if you look at him, because
what?
It's how he played in like almost like a wing T formation last year. So he runs the ball a lot. He runs the ball like Cam. Like he runs and you hit him, he's still running.
Yeah. He that big?
He's 6'4", 205 right now.
Cam what? 6'6"?
Cam was like 6'7".
Yes.
So he's been going to all the elite camps. He's throwing the ball a lot better. But you have to see him in the offense where he can throw the ball.
Right.
So I mean I like him.
They obviously
Good,
like
good pickup. A lot of the kids around the nation love him because once he committed, as you know, you start seeing kids talk about, oh, you going to UM? So everybody putting up UM stuff. I'm like,
Do you think we get Bond with him or no?
Isaiah Bonds.
He visited with him, right?
He was at first. I thought he was locked in with UM until that school in Birmingham, Alabama came calling in. Now it's like, now it's like I don't know. So
right.
I think we offered him as a receiver.
Yeah.
Bama offered him as a cornerback. So it's what do he want to play?
We just had Jacoby Spells in here, man. Come to find out, Jacoby Spells, 4'5", 4'4" kid, super fast, 6'1", 180 pounds. They got him as a lean, Miami lean. You got Jacoby, you got Earl Little over there. What's the odds of Miami getting Jacoby and Earl Little? If you had to put a percentage from 0% to 100%. If you had to put a percentage, what you think?
As of now, I'll say, man, we got like a 70%.
70%, well, that's big.
70% chance of getting both of them.
Of getting both of them?
Yeah, both of them. I know because both of them relationship with DVD is great.
Yeah. DVD killing. DVD killing.
Yeah, DVD got like a relationship with these kids that's out of this world, man.
Soon Mom came in, she sat down, she was like, oh, here go DVD. Here go DVD take.
And then both of them realized they both could play next year. You know what I'm saying? So why not? I get on the field next year. Why not? Be at the crib. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I give them about a 70% chance.
Cause what we lose? What Tyreek may be gone.
Tyreek is
Gilbert
gonna
may
leave.
be gone. Blaze, if he come back.
Blaze, Ivy,
right.
Bubba, Hall, Carter.
Wide open out there.
Yeah, so you'll have a whole new secondary next year.
Wow. You want to go out there with two freshmen? Maybe it's Corey Couch.
I mean, yeah, Couch will be back.
Okay, so we have they won't have to be thrown right in the fire.
Nah, they won't, but they'll have opportunity to play. But yeah,
70%.
70%.
There it is, man. 70% on Spells and Earl Little Jr. head to Miami. We'll see if that thing can go up to 80% here.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you don't got to do their job on the football field. That's it. Win some games, man.
Yeah, that'll
Win some games.
That'll unlock a lot of 5-stars, 4-stars.
Get some players drafted. That percentage go up to 95%. You know what I'm saying?
Well, all right, man. Y'all stay locked in with us. Make sure you hit the like, share. If you want to join, the link is in the description, man. That's X, I'm D. We out.
It's gonna take 3 motherfucking days, and that's what? This nigga wants it. One shit. I say, big time player.